For the rest of your life, you're going to remember January 7th. And guess what? I hope it sticks in your head.
This is Gloria Ann Marie. Just days ago, Gloria, along with her boyfriend, was flown in all the way from Puerto Rico to Florida for one of the most botched murder plots these detectives have ever seen. Because Gloria killed the wrong person.
The suspects are accused of taking her to this apartment complex, and even after realizing they had the wrong person, allegedly killed her.
Now, as her employer, Ishnar Lopez is forced to face the consequences.
We caught 3 bastards who killed their mom, their wife. And you're gonna think about that for the rest of your life.
Gloria, too, will realize that the ones meant to help her kill have turned on her instead.
Your boyfriend like this, you don't give a shit about you. And Ishma, or whatever, they said everything that happened by the minute. I'm telling you what happened was messed up and you didn't do nothing about it.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
In this dense foliage, tucked away in the oceanside community of Ormond Beach, Florida, a cable worker made a horrific discovery in early November 2018. Hidden beneath the brush, palm fronds, and decaying earth, he discovered the body of 42-year-old wife and mother, Janice Zingotita Torres, a vibrant, honest, and kind woman who had many friends and no enemies. Police were immediately at a loss as to who could have possibly taken her life. Fortunately, it didn't take them long to get their first lead, because just days later, they discovered that someone was shamelessly using Janice's bank card at an ATM. And not only that, but she was wearing Janice's clothing. The genius that they had captured on tape was none other than 35-year-old Ishnar Lopez Ramos, a woman who had absolutely no connections to Janice, aside from the fact that she murdered her instead of the romantic rival that she meant to kill, and hired 2 people, Gloria Ann Marie Quinones Montes and Alexis Ramos, to help her orchestrate her horribly failed plan. The following footage was provided to us by the Osceola County Sheriff's Office.
How you doing? Tired? Do you understand English, right?
I do, sir.
Alright, cool.
So, information, I think they're better in the front. Right.
This one.
Alrighty. I know you already been like this, okay? But anytime, obviously, you're all police officers. I know you talked to other police officers earlier today, but I haven't talked to you. Okay, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna tell you what I'm about, okay? So you said English is good?
Yes.
No problem? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you. Like I said, nothing new. You're the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court. You're entitled to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. You can either afford a lawyer, and one-on-one will be provided before and during questioning without charge. You understand these? Everything I said to you? Okay. I just need your initials here, where it says yes. It just says I read that to you. Okay. Okay, sure. Obviously, you know already why we're talking to you. It's been gone over with you. Okay. There's a couple of little things I think that we would like to clear up with you. Okay. Are you familiar with the Kissimmee, Orlando area? You know the roads pretty well, or no?
Yeah, well, not 100% this Kissimmee area, or then more so Orlando.
Okay. And from what I understand, you've been full cooperative, and we appreciate that and we respect that. Okay. Obviously, we don't believe anybody's like evil or bad people in this case. I think things just kind of got a little bit out of maybe control or hand. Okay. Is that fair to say? Okay. I'm going to go over very briefly over what the detectives earlier, what you talked to them about. Okay. Obviously, we can, we'll have to go over a small detail, but kind of go through it a little bit better understanding. So today is Friday, correct? And we're going back to Sunday night. Okay. I understand that you're currently living with some friends of yours. Is that correct?
We're not relatives.
No.
We're not friends.
You're not friends? Okay.
The apartment is under my name. I just relocated back here almost 2 months.
Okay.
After the storm in Puerto Rico for work.
For work. How long have you been in the United States total? Like in Florida, at least?
2 months. But I used to live here.
You used to live here
Yeah.
years ago? Okay. So you're familiar with the area?
Mhm.
Okay. So the people that are staying with you, I'll rephrase that, okay? You know their names, obviously?
Mhm.
Okay, so him and his girlfriend, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, and his name being Alexis,
Alexis.
and her name being
Gloria Marie.
Gloria Marie. Okay.
Well, if they weren't friends before, they're definitely not going to be friends after this. Because the only way that police know anything about Gloria and Alexis is because Ishnar spilled everything to them off camera the second they confronted her at the ATM. But things are even more twisted than Ishnar claimed. Not only did she hire Gloria and Alexis to help her kill Leslie, her romantic rival, but she actually paid for their flights to the US mainland from their home in Puerto Rico in order for them to do it, telling them simply that she had a job opportunity for them. Now, the job market here is bad, but it's not that bad. Of course, Ishnar is eager to distance herself from Gloria and Alexis, despite the fact that she's the only reason they're even in Florida at all.
How long do they stay with you at this point?
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 3 weeks. So they're fresh from over there, trying to get established or whatnot. Okay. And when I ask you this, I mean this with all due respect, okay? Because I understand that you were already confused earlier today, so I respect that. But when I ask you to go over an issue, I'm strictly going to go straight to the point, dealing with them, okay, what their role was in certain things. So as far as us going into Sunday night, okay, I understand that you guys traveled that night from Orlando into the Kissimmee area,
Mhm.
correct?
Mhm.
As I corrected, take me from there. Where do you travel into Kissimmee?
From Millennia
Mhm.
straight to all the way down Young Parkway,
Okay.
up to her place.
Her place of work? Her place. Okay. Is that place a store? Is that place a store?
Mhm.
Okay. And the store, what's the name of the store?
Ross.
Okay, Ross. You're there exactly to do what?
See her car if she was there.
She was there. When she says does she have a name? You know, what her name is?
Well, the deceased person was the wrong person.
The wrong person. Okay. The person that you were there to see, do you know her name? You don't know her name at all?
Mhm.
Now, just for better understanding, okay? What was the relationship between you and this lady?
None whatsoever.
Okay. Was there any in common person that you knew or reasoning why you were looking for her? There was. Okay. And what was it? Is there a male? His name? What was his name?
I understand this tough, okay?
That's why I apologize. I'm sorry.
We've been through hours of this and we just want to get a clear and better understanding. To our understanding is that you were looking for somebody who worked at the store, right? And the reason that you were looking for this particular person was for what? Or because of?
To get to another person. To get to a guy.
So was this person in a relationship with you? Or you used to be in a relationship with them?
Did they do you wrong?
This is all over the news and this is all over social media. It started yesterday.
Okay.
This person that I was looking for, he knows that I'm here already.
You what?
He knows that I'm here already. He must know.
Well, what I could tell you, honestly, is that nothing actually hit the news. We've been up for 4 days straight.
I'm just saying that because when he took me out, I saw the news outside, the reporter outside.
Oh, that's actually a different situation.
Yeah, that's a different.
So you start thinking like, oh,
No.
It's okay.
Because believe it or not, while you were coming here, they were discussing that. So nothing's officially hit the news at all.
Yes, I was the best person.
What was his name?
No.
His name?
Do I have to?
It'll help us better understand. You don't have to give me the last name, just the first name.
His name is Michael.
Michael. Okay. No, you don't need to tell me no last name. Okay. There's a million Michaels. Okay.
Out of all the millions of Michaels in the world, this one is the luckiest because he dodged the bullet that is Ishnar. Ishnar who, despite being confined in an interrogation room, is still talking about him like he's her secret schoolyard crush. Despite several attempts, we have been unable to solidify what, if any, connection Ishnar has with Michael beyond a deeply, deeply disturbing obsession.
This gentleman, Michael, that girl that was there.
To work.
Do you still care about him?
I did.
You did?
We used to work together. I want to give it to him.
We don't have to get into it. But this female that was working at Ross that night, and I'm just going to ask you this again because this name has already been mentioned to me. I just want to make sure it's the correct name. Okay, what was your name?
I've never met her.
Understand?
Her name is Leslie.
Okay. So
I've never seen her in person. I've never met her before.
How'd you hear about Leslie?
She used to be a store manager at the company I used to work for back in Puerto Rico. And she moved here. She's the store manager at that store. She got Michael the job.
She got your what?
She got Michael his job.
Okay.
No details on that. I cared about him. I just wanted to see him and talk to him.
right, was she getting in the way or was she being rude? Or
No,
was he in a relationship with her?
no.
So what was it about Leslie?
She knows where he lives.
You mean she's been over at his house?
Yes.
Did you catch him?
No.
Did that upset you? I know it's something that you might be embarrassed of, but honestly, there's a bigger picture, okay? So I don't want you to think that this is gonna go all over the place because of Leslie and Michael. Absolutely not.
No, this is going to go all over the place because of the, murder. To this day, neither Leslie nor Michael's full names have been publicly disclosed. Osceola County Sheriff Russ Gibson, however, has confirmed that Leslie and Michael were in an official relationship, which is why Ishnar targeted Leslie.
So basically, you know Michael, you know Leslie.
I not
Or
her.
you heard of her. She worked at the company you used to work in Puerto Rico. She came over here and now is a store manager for Ross. So my question would be, what was the intentions for you to go to Ross, right? And how did you, I guess, how do you know what license plate that you were looking for? Okay, what were you looking for? And what was the purpose you were looking for? For what?
To get to Michael?
Okay. Like get to Michael, like piss him off?
No,
Or to see where Michael's at?
exactly.
Okay. And how do you know what license plate to look for or what kind of car?
I had no idea.
Okay.
We went there, the three of us. We waited. They got out of the car. They went into a store to see if she was there.
Wait, the two people that you were with went inside the store?
Yeah.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At what time?
We waited for hours.
For hours? Okay. Who was the driver?
I was.
Okay, so you drove, and I know you say they, but what's their names?
Alexis and Glorian.
Okay. And when you drove there, what was the game plan?
Follow her. Follow her.
And then? It's okay, I know. We talk to everybody, okay?
To get her in the car.
And then?
To ask her for Michael's address.
And then?
To see him.
What were you gonna do with her?
Just the money.
What do you mean?
Just the money. Getting money out of her bank account.
Okay. And then what were you gonna do with her?
Let her go.
Now, did you tell this game plan with Alex and did they know about this?
When Alexis arrived here, he had a different idea. He had a different plan.
Which was?
To go over her house, knock her door, dress as a cop, and ask her to step to the car. Que llegara el carro, que se montara en el carro.
Okay, and then?
La idea de que fuéramos directamente con ella a casa de Michael me la ofreció Glorian. Porque originalmente lo que yo quería era que ella me dijera la dirección de él y ya.
Okay.
Era más rápido.
Exacto, ella.
Quería hacerlo más rápido, más.
Verlo.
Okay.
And what were you planning to tell Michael?
Hablar con él.
Did you show Alex and the other girl a picture? Or how did they know what to look for when they went inside the store?
Yo les mostré una foto
Okay.
de Leslie. Tenía gafas, una foto de ella. Y ellos entraron a la tienda. And then seguimos esperando en el parking lot until the store closed. And we saw, what's her name? Her last name is,
Okay.
and we all agree that, oh, this is that's her. That's
So when
her.
she comes out, you think it's her. Does she look similar to her?
Physically, yes.
For several days, Ishnar staked out the local Ross where Leslie worked as a lead. Unfortunately, Janice also happened to work at Ross, and also happened to be working the same night that Leslie worked. Around 9 or 10 p.m., Janice called her 14-year-old son to tell him that she loved him and she would be home sometime after midnight when the store closed. It was the last he ever heard from his mother. Because tragically, just outside the store, someone else was making a much, much more demented call around closing time.
So you thought, I mean, you saw her out, you think it's her?
Yes.
Okay.
And the three of us, we agreed for sure that it was her. We follow her to what the place that she. We follow her.
Did she stop anywhere?
Yes, she stopped at a gas station.
Okay. Anywhere else after that?
We stopped by the gas station. We waited for her. Took her a while to continue driving to her place, and then we got to her place.
Real quick, before we go forward, did you make any call out of the parking lot? Well, you were in the Ross parking lot?
Yes,
You did? Where did you call?
I called Ross. We called Ross that day a couple times.
And you
Each
answered?
one of us asked for Leslie.
For this.
Each
Did you
one
ever
of
talk to her?
What? Every single time she would say hello, and then we would hang up.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to clear that up. So at this point, you're waiting for her at the gas station. She's still driving straight, correct? And then where did she
She
get
took her
off?
time at the gas station. I think it was not Wawa. It was a different. It's not Speedway. It starts with R. Ray something.
Racetrack?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one across from Lowe's after the going.
Mm-hmm. So then,
And then she got to her house. When she went in, she saw that we were coming into her parking lot, and she took her time shutting the door.
of the car or
The house.
So she went up to her door. Okay.
And she noticed that we drove a couple times just to make sure that it was the car tag, that it was her, that it was the car. And I think she saw, she took a peek, and then she shut the door and we left.
Okay.
And then Glorian, they used to talk in private. There was a couple she should do this, she should do that. And she told me you should wait a couple days until you try again.
Okay.
But we never got back to him. We never got back to him. We went straight. I'm sorry. They were having trouble going to the bathroom. We went to Lowe's, and then we went straight to her place. And Alexis, he told me it's gonna take a long. We have time. We should go back. And we went back to my place, and then we went back to her apartment.
You went back to her apartment?
When we went back to her apartment, we waited there.
To summarize, Gloria, Alexis, and Ishnar followed Janice home from work, then attacked her in front of her own home. They forced her into the trunk of her own car, then drove to a nearby apartment complex. This was just one of many, many chances that the Three Stooges had to abandon their plan. And as you're about to hear, they had a very good reason to at this point.
And it wasn't until I saw her driver's license that Gloria didn't even notice. So, I forgot her name, the lady.
Well, we're skipping a little bit. So you go back to the apartment complex, and are you waiting in the parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. Does she pull up, or is she there?
Each one of us had a cigarette.
Okay.
He was playing music, reggaeton, trap. Gloria needed to pee. She went into the dumpster.
She went to the dumpster to pee. Okay.
And when she came back, we all noticed, Gringo y yo, we noticed that
Gringo being Alex.
Alexis. He goes by that. We noticed that the van arrived at the place.
Okay.
And then he got out of the car. He waited until she turned up the engine
Okay.
and hit her. He said that he hit her here, like hard.
Okay.
And then she screamed really loud. Gloria. She was like hers where she was at the back of the car. Her door was open, and she wanted to be there. I'm like, no. You know, I think he's not there. He's not there. I think he went through the golf course. You know, let's just wait until she goes up, and then we'll leave. We'll leave.
In Spanish, Ishnar goes on to explain what happened next. She and Gloria got duct tape out of the vehicle, duct tape that they bought at Home Depot prior to the kidnapping, which is a bad look. Given Ishnar's haircut, she's probably used to those. While Ishnar and Gloria had tape and zip ties at the ready, Alexis brought something even more concerning along with him.
Okay. So, he had a knife in his hand, you said? Okay.
Kitchen knife.
Clearly, they weren't planning on leaving, like she's just claimed, because things take a drastic turn. Ridiculously, Ishnar claims that if Janice really wanted to escape, she could have, because they didn't have her tied or bound in any way yet. But a 3-versus-1 fight with a group of absolute psychos holding knives would probably keep me from trying to escape too.
There, Gloria and Alexi are in the car.
Her.
And her car. And are they following you, or are you following them?
They follow me.
Okay. So they're following you. Do you stop anywhere?
Yes. Because it's really a lot of police cars driving towards, in ese road. Gloria estaba driving and she got really nervous. He wanted the money, so I was looking for the ATM so we could do whatever he wanted with the ATMs. When I noticed the name Janice or something like that on the driver's license, I didn't even look at the picture. I just saw Janice. I'm like, this is not her. So I started asking her questions. And Gloria se dio cuenta, like she noticed right away that it was not the lady. And I started asking questions as to which manager who was a closing manager at the store. What do you do there? How long have you been there? Where are you from? Are you married? Do you have kids?
What'd she say?
And she was answering every single question. Calm, collected.
The saddest part here is that if Janice really did answer these questions, that means that all 3 of the suspects knew she was a mother of a teenage boy, had just moved to Florida from Puerto Rico to give that son a bright future, and was working endless hours to make that happen. All for it to be snatched away by a murderous girl with a crush.
So I got out of the SUV, opened the door on my car, got more straps, got back in. As we were leaving, we went back to pick up my car. We were gonna leave my car there. And we left. And we drove straight to my place.
So from there,
we went straight to Century at Millennia where I used to live. I drove to the back of the property, turned around, it was pretty packed, parking lot. And by the dumpster, there were like 3-4 empty spaces. So we parked there, not facing the other complex, facing my building. Gloria got out of the car. She grabbed everything from her the trunk of the SUV and whatever we had on my car, and she went upstairs. Gringo and I stayed at the SUV. Los cristales se pusieron más foggy.
You can do it. What happened?
We called. I'm already here. I'm tired.
Just trying to understand. You're
I'm
there.
not gonna lie to you. I'm already tied up. I'm already here.
I know, and I respect the truth. And I respect the truth. You're there, and what happens? I mean, does she flip out? Does she?
No, she was still covered.
At this point, Janice was duct taped inside a plastic bag. At trial, the prosecution acknowledged that in total, Ishnar and Gloria wrapped 54 feet of duct tape around Janice's face and neck. In spite of this, Janice continued to fight back, managing to break free of the zip ties that had just been put around her wrists. Ishnar claims that after Janice broke free, Alexis leapt from the driver's seat and began to hit Janice until she fell unconscious.
She was unconscious.
Okay.
And then we went to my place. We told Gloria, like, we did this already. We're getting out of here. And we were planning on driving all the way to Atlanta.
Instead, however, according to Ishnar, Alexis made her pull over on a street and dragged Janice out of the vehicle. She covered her in leaves and left her there, where she was discovered by workers at daybreak. Despite all of these claims, including ones that Alexis punched Janice and was bossing her around, Ishnar later redacted her statements, calling for the judge to let Alexis go because he hadn't done anything.
For his help from the beginning, was there any arrangement between you and Alexis? What was the arrangement?
$3,500. He wanted $3,500.
Okay. Did you ever pay him that money?
I got his plane ticket. I got her plane ticket. They were staying at my place. I paid for pretty much food, whatever they needed. The deal was that after whatever we were doing, I was gonna pay him. Y después él estaba contento con getting the money out of the bank account.
So just to make sure I get it right, before he even came to Florida, he made a, let's say, contract, right, with you, that you're gonna pay him money, flights for not only him, but the girl, and the whole reason for that, and you take care of his food and room and board.
Just until whatever I needed the job done.
And what was the job really about? Did you say, hey, I need somebody to die to go away? That was the job that you wanted. Your intentions was that it was actually Leslie, right? They say, hey, I want Leslie dead for your help and cooperation and helping me. I'm gonna do this for you. I'll bring you here to Florida. I'll help you out. Stay here. I'll pay you money, $3,500.
So is that a yes?
Did you do that over the phone?
Face to face, where he lives.
In Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico.
Was anything done over the phone? Text messages, phone calls?
When I relocated back here, he. I'm gonna get involved someone else.
Is it because he's done it before?
Yes.
Where?
I do believe back home, but he did time in jail because he was his girlfriend like a couple of years ago.
So basically, he already had murdered someone over there. Is that right? According to him.
According to him.
According to him.
Yeah, he's done this before. Like
So you wanted to get somebody.
He's from the streets, and he went always like, I'm a skinny guy, but see, I have.
So, but you wanted somebody with experience than you were to take care of someone or murder someone. That was his pitch, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you pay for the flights?
Not my own money.
Credit card or cash?
Debit bank account, debit cards from Banco Popular.
Were they your accounts?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't steal other people's accounts? Is that you?
No, my money.
I just want to make sure. I don't know.
Ishnar seems a lot more offended about being considered broke than she does about being a murderer. The officer asks her why she went through with the murder, and once more in Spanish, she responds that she felt the murder was already in motion because Janice broke out of the binds they had her in. Not only does Ishnar not take any blame whatsoever for the actions, but she places the blame on the victim. And when that doesn't work, she says Alexis was already punching Janice, so there was nothing she could do to stop the murder. Later, Ishnar takes things even further.
Was that a moment just of kind of like chaos but anger? Was that what was going on? Because she was not listening to you. She wasn't.
Ella no estaba ni gritando. Ella no estaba como like.
She was trying to get it off her chest.
Going like that.
Now that you think back, you think she was just trying to get it off her mouth so she could breathe? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't that she was trying to fight you or resist you. She was just trying to get it off to breathe, maybe.
What do you want me to tell the family, the husband of that lady, and her child?
We gotta go talk to them now.
What do you want? What do you expect for me to tell them?
Cuando yo estuve aquí toda la noche encerrada, pensaba en el niño. Pero el señor que habló conmigo, mi mamá tiene 14 años.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any children. I have a niece. And
do you feel any remorse for what you did?
Yeah. Desde al día siguiente yo tuve que ir a trabajar. Yo fui a trabajar and I was a make parties. Y siempre iba muy arreglada y a mi trabajo. Siempre fui muy responsable. Mi trabajo, mi carrera, mi pasión. Iba sin desodorante, no fui con perfume, no fui peinada, no fui maquillada. Y podía sentir el perfume de ella todos estos días. Lo podía sentir. Yeah.
Well, I gotta go over there. We gotta go over there and figure out how to tell this family, this son and the father and the husband, you know, and see them in the eyes and actually tell them the good news. We caught 3 bastards who killed their mom, their wife. Okay? And you gotta think about that for the rest of your life. Alright?
I could feel her perfume all those days, Ishnar claims. And yet, in a letter she wrote to an attorney in 2021, she stated, "I am not a murderer. I'm a makeup artist and a really good hairdresser. And I don't have a criminal background. I'm not a repeat offender. I'm not like who generates cards committing fraud." For once, Ishnar is right. She's not like a credit card fraudster. She's arguably one of the most horrible criminals there can be. With her accomplices blamed and named, police managed to track down Gloria and Alexis at a nearby hotel. Now, Gloria understands English but prefers to speak Spanish. Her interrogation lasts nearly 7 hours, and throughout the entire thing, she refuses to acknowledge her involvement, despite the fact that detectives already know everything.
This is what I could tell you. This is what I could tell you. El día 7, right, is gonna be the day that you never forget. Ever. You're never gonna forget January 7, 2018. Okay? It's gonna be with you forever. Okay? I want you to know that, okay? Because you're never gonna forget it. Why? Because that day, something big happened that day. And with the people that I talk to, they're never gonna forget it either. Okay? So that's why the 7th, you know the 7th. Why? It's a very big day and you're never gonna forget it. You're not gonna forget it next year, in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're always gonna remember what happened January 7th. Okay? Why did I know that? Because I talked to a lot of people. They're never going to forget it either. So no more, yo no sé. Okay, because I know you remember. Okay. Yo no sé, papá. Okay. Empieza de ahí.
Yo te creo, eso te creo.
Empieza de ahí.
Yo creo esa parte. Explícame de ahí.
I want you to start from there. I want to be able to hear you too, okay? So this is what I'm getting from. This is what I'm getting. Look this way. You guys were going somewhere, but you don't know where. Okay? And you know what? I think you're 100% right about that. And I know it's difficult. I know. Okay? I know it's hard. And like I said, you're never going to forget it no matter what. Okay? You guys were going somewhere. Who was driving? This is the thing. This is the thing. Como estaba diciendo, okay? Let me tell you something, okay? Do you know where he is now? You don't know where he's at now? You hear all that noise? Ahora? ¿Lo oye? Pay attention. You hear gente hablando? ¿Verdad? You know where she's at? No. Okay. We talk to people already. Okay? We talk to people. You know what he said? He told us where exactly you and Ishma was at. Okay? That's why we know. Ishma, we talked to her for a long time. Okay? So, just like we gave her, him, you, an opportunity. Okay? And I know that, I already know that Ante, you guys had a little meeting. Mira, nada, no diga nada, you know? Guess what? Está en la oficina. Okay? That went away. Okay? So, right now, no protection for him, no protection for you, no protection for the other person. Okay? They said, mira, esto lo que pasó. Okay? It may be a place that you're not familiar, but you guys went to a place together. Okay? Okay, we already know that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your boyfriend like this, forget it. For you, he don't give a shit about you. Okay? Because you think you don't want to be a chota, but guess who's the first one? Him. And Ishma, or whatever, another one. They said everything that happened by the minute. They said, this is what happened, this is where, this is what happened, this is what I did, this is what she did, this is what.
This is what Glory did.
The black bag over her head, that's what you remember?
No, yo no te estoy mintiendo. Yo no vi que nunca le pusieron una funda donde yo estaba. La funda se la habrán puesto cuando yo me vaya. Te lo juro por Dios.
You remember seeing the tape all over her face?
No, ella no tenía nada.
That's messed up.
Ella no tenía nada, yo no te estoy mintiendo.
I'm telling you, what happened was messed up, and you didn't do nothing about
Yo no
it.
vi eso, yo no vi que la cogieron, yo no vi que la
And
mataron.
that's why I told you that for the rest of your life, you're going to remember January 7th.
Yo no estaba en la guagua.
And guess what? I hope it sticks in your head the day. Okay. All right.
Vamos a tener que hacer decisiones. Y si es que en algún momento.
¿Y por qué no me hacen el examen de mentira con el labio something? Para que vean que I'm not lying.
There you are.
I'm not lying. Oh my God, I'm not.
Even though she's been told that the police have heard the exact same story from both her boyfriend and Ishnar, Gloria continues to lie for close to an hour, diminishing her involvement. When she's left alone with her thoughts, she makes one thing clear. She's scared, peeless, shall we say.
That's right.
Gloria was ultimately charged for the murder of Janice. She took the plea deal, earning herself 22 years in prison. Alexis, who didn't play ball with the judges, was given 2 life sentences, and Ishnar, the mastermind behind it all, was found guilty on several counts: first-degree murder, kidnapping, carjacking, and robbery. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, which she has staunchly opposed, writing several letters to judges claiming that she's not a real criminal and doesn't deserve to be behind bars. For Janice's mourning family, her dismissal is a slap in the face and a confirmation that she is exactly where she belongs.